All right, so hey everyone, my name is SRIVISHNU from New Horizon College of Engineering in Department of Computer Science. I'll be explaining about cybersecurity. Uh, I'll be covering these topics: introduction, categories of cybercrime, types of security tools, advantages of cybersecurity, safety tips to cybercrime. So, introduction. The internet in India is growing rapidly, and there are two sides for everything. Internet basically has advantages and disadvantages. So, the disadvantage is basically cybercrime, illegal activity that's committed over the internet. The crime that is basically committed using the computer and the internet to steal a person's identity or illegal reports or malicious program is called as cybercrime. So, cybercrime is an activity that is done using computers and the internet. Cybersecurity refers to the technologies and processes designed to protect computers and networks and data from unauthorized access and attacks delivered via the internet by cybercriminals. So, though cybersecurity is important for the network, data, and application security. The objective of cybersecurity is to establish rules and measures to use against attacks over the internet. So, what is cybersecurity? So, cybersecurity is the protection of the internet connected systems, including hardware, software, and data from cyber attacks. In the computer context, security basically comprises of cybersecurity and physical security. Both are used by enterprises to protect against unauthorized access to data centers and other computerized systems. Information security, which is designed to maintain the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data, is a subset of cybersecurity. So, talking about the CIA trade of of the information security, we basically have confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So confidentiality is basically, it ensures that the data and the information is, accessed by only an authorized person and the privacy of the user is maintained. And the integrity is basically assuring that the data or information system can be trusted, and it ensures that it is edited by only authorized persons and remains in its original state when at rest. And availability, the data and the information systems are available when they are required. um, Talking about the security and privacy, so privacy is something that relates to any rights that you have to control your own personal information and how it's used. For example, privacy policies. And security refers to how your personal information is protected. So there are different types of cybercrimes, which we can categorize into the computer as a target or the computer as a weapon. Using a computer to attack other computers, for example, hacking, virus or worms attacks, DOS attacks, is by so those are the examples of which computer is used as a target. And as a weapon, computer can be used to commit real world crime like credit card fraud, etc. So the principles of cybersecurity is basically applications, services, operating system, OS kernel, and hardware. Um, so basically, hackers they intend to attack at the level below the security parameter. Um, so so the main question is how do you stop an attacker from getting access to a layer below the protection mechanism? So, and every protection mechanism defines a security perimeter, that is the boundary, and attackers, try to bypass protection mechanisms. And there are different types of cybercrimes that include hacking, phishing, denial of service, or also called as DOS, spam email, spyware, adware, malware, like Trojan virus, worms, etc. And we have ATM skimming and point of scale crimes, and then we have ransomware. So, what's hacking? Hacking, in simple terms, means an illegal intrusion into a computer system or a network. It is also known as cracking. Uh, so basically, government websites are the hot targets of the hackers to invade their information and gain access. Um, and then we have phishing. Phishing is a fraudulent attempt usually made through email to steal your personal information. Phishing is the attempt to obtain sensitive information such as username, password, and credit card details. These are basically done for malicious reasons through an electronic communication such as an email. A common online phishing scam starts with an email message that appears to come from a trusted source, but actually it's the hackers who are doing this, and it directs the recipients to provide information to a fraudulent website. So this is the diagram of physics phishing. Sorry. So what basically happens is you basically send out thousands of phishing emails with a link to fake website, which mimics the original website, and victims basically click on this link thinking that is the original site from the email, believing that it's legitimate, and they enter the personal information, what like credit card details, etc. And the fraudsters compile the stolen data and sell it online or use it themselves. And yeah, again the fraudsters they become successful and they again start building fake websites. Then we have denial of service. This is an act by the criminals who floods the bandwidth of the victim's network. In the DOS attack, a hacker uses a single internet connection to either exploit a software vulnerability or flood the target with fake requests, usually in attempt to exhaust servers' resources. On the other hand, the DDoS attacks are launched from multiple connected devices that are distributed across the internet. So DOS is when a single host attacks, and DDoS is when multiple hosts attack simultaneously. So this is the figure of the DDoS attack. Then we have the attacker, and then we have masters, slaves, and the victim. All right. So the next one is spam email. So email spam is the electronic version of junk mail. Basically involves sending a large amount of emails in a bulk uh, to the users. And spam is a serious security concern as it can be used to deliver Trojan horses, viruses, worms, and spyware to the targeted audience. And then we have malware. This is the malicious software such as virus, worms, and Trojan, which specifically designed to disrupt or damage computer system or mobile device. So hackers use malware for any number of reasons, such as extracting personal information or passwords, stealing money, or preventing owners from accessing their device. And viruses are programs that attach themselves to a computer or a file and then circulate themselves to other files and to other computers on a network. They usually affect the data on a computer and the mobile device either by altering or deleting it. Worms, unlike viruses, do not need the host to attach themselves. They merely make functional copies of themselves and do not repeatedly do this till they eat up the all the available space on the computer's memory. Trojan is a type of malware that pretends to be something useful and helpful or fun while actually causing harm or stealing data. Trojans are often silently downloading other malwares, for example, spyware, adware, ransomware on an infected device as well. Trojans can infect you in places where you might not expect, such as emails, downloads, or more. And it's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to avoiding this type of malware. Then we have spyware and adware. Spyware is a type of malware that hackers use to spy on you in order to gain your information or your private details, banking details, and other online activity. So we should protect ourselves by using an anti-spyware tool. And then we have adware. Adware is a type of malware that bombards you with endless ads and pop-ups. Uh, that could potentially be dangerous for your device. The best way to remove adware is to use a adware removal tool. And then you have ransomware. Ransomware is as scary as it sounds. So it's basically the weapon which hackers use to lock you out of your own device and demand some amount or a ransom in return for an access. So ransomware basically puts you in a sticky situation. So it's best to know how to avoid it. So ransomware, aka rogueware or scareware, it restricts access to your computer system and demands that a ransom is paid in order for the restriction to be removed. The most dangerous ransomware attacks are caused by WannaCry, PETYA, Selpa, and Locky ransomware. The money which supposed to be paid to remove the ransomware from your system is called as ransom money. And these are the types of cyber attacks by percentage. So financial fraud is 11%, and sabotage or data or networks is 17%. Theft of property information is 20%, and system penetration from the outside is 25%. DOS is 27, and unauthorized access by insiders is 71, and viruses is 85%, and employee abuse of internet privilege is 79. And India stands 10th in the cyber crime in the world. So yeah, I can see this pie chart. And these are the references. Thank you.